Now to a huge break in a disturbing cold case that spanned 4 cities and several decades. Jennifer Hoff has more on a skull that was tossed down a Wisconsin ravine, and the man investigators just arrested, painted as a disgruntled former funeral home employee from Minnesota.
Stillwater's Simonette Funeral Home at the center of a cold case that now is heating up after investigators in western Wisconsin announced they arrested 57-year-old Ben Hanson, charged with hiding a corpse. A skull Boy Scouts first found 23 years ago down a ravine. The St. Croix County Sheriff taking me there in August when new DNA testing confirmed it belonged to 92-year-old Alice Peterson, who died from an aneurysm at a local hospital and records show was cremated.
It's disheartening to know how her remains were handled.
Now, new documents from that sheriff show Hanson was the only funeral home employee to handle Peterson's remains in 2001. The same year, his coworker said he, quote, went off the deep end, hospitalized for his mental health, and also accused him of stealing money from the funeral home that by 2003 filed a restraining order against Hanson, who was then fired and had to have the sheriff remove him. In a statement, the funeral home says Hanson, quote, has never been an employee of the current owners who took over 12 years after Hanson's alleged crimes. While Hanson hasn't worked here for several years, we found out his wife is the current mayor of Bayport, a small town just a couple miles south of here, and has been since 2023. No one answered at the Hanson house, but in a statement, Michelle Hanson said she supports her husband and is confident we'll get through this, a case that had long stumped the sheriff.
This is bothersome, and to know that we may never have the full answers.
Hopeful now it can at least lead to some closure. Jennifer Hoff, KARE 11 News.
The sheriff didn't detail exactly how the skull was removed or how it got into the ravine, saying he wouldn't be releasing any more information because the case is still active.